good, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your boy Jay Green is back. This weekend, I'm bringing you Get Out. Now, this is a movie that I've been waiting for quite some time. It was written and directed by Jordan Peele. It stars Daniel Kaluuya, Allison Williams, Bradley Whitford, Catherine Keener, and Laurel Howery. Now, one major reason why I like this movie so much was because what you get in the trailer, you're going to get in the film. This movie definitely plays to both sides of that fence. He's going to go hang out with this all-white family in this all-white neighborhood, and he's going to be dealing with their microaggressions and their unconscious bias. But as the movie leaks along, you get little breadcrumbs as to what's really going on with this family and this neighborhood, in fact. And when that reveal is let to light, your mind is kind of blown, and I was like, damn, this is what's really going on? Hella entertaining, extremely fun. Now, if I say the name Jordan Peele to you, you're probably going to be thinking comedy. He's got a very popular show on Comedy Central called Key and Peele. It's hilarious. But after watching Get Out, I really think that he has major potential as a horror director or storyteller in general. Get Out was so much fun, and it reminded me of old school horror movies, in that it starts out with a slow burn and builds up to a great ending that was all worth the build-up. A lot of movies these days don't do that. Another thing that this movie did that reminded me of some old school horror films was that it doesn't broadcast what's about to happen. It just lets it happen. Someone will walk into frame, someone will creep up behind him like that, but there's no loud music to make you be like, ah, ah, shit like this. I don't really care for those jump scares because they kind of make me blow my wad as far as tension is concerned, so that when the actual situation is going down in the end of the film, you're not really feeling that much. Some horror movies don't really understand how to blend all the emotions that they want us to have. They want us to be scared, they want us to be in suspense, and they also want us to laugh from time to time. I thought that Jordan Peele did a fantastic job with Get Out in blending all of those different feelings and all of those vibes together. Laurel Howery was basically the comic relief in this film, and every time he was on screen, me and the entire audience was laughing because this dude was hilarious. But the things that he was saying were not forced, and they didn't seem out of place. They seemed perfectly in place and on cue for what was going on to our main character in this faraway town with all white people that are acting crazy as shit. Now, this is no spoiler because you can see it in the trailer that this movie does have a little bit of hypnosis in it. I will say this, I've seen a handful of films that have dealt with a little bit of hypnosis here and there, or entering dreams, or whatever have you. This was a very interesting and very creative way to show us what this character was going through while in that state of hypnosis. And when you understand what's really going on in the grand scheme of the plot, if you will, I don't want to spoil too much, the way that they show him in this state of hypnosis is kind of terrifying to me. I was really kind of crawling all over my skin because I was like, what would it be like to be in this state where you can kind of see what's going on, but yet you can do nothing about it? You're so far gone in the recesses of your mind that things are just happening that you cannot control. Again, I'm not spoiling anything, there's a lot more to it, but I'm just saying that the way that Jordan Peele wrote and directed all of those sequences, phenomenal. Now, while I do think that Jordan Peele did a great job on his first writing and directorial debut, I will say that this movie will probably be a little divisive. Remember, sometimes you're not able to empathize with what a character is going through. This movie clearly deals with race. It's a black guy dating a white girl going to a white family's house, and they tripping. As a person like myself who's dated women from other races and nationalities, I've been in some similar situations where the families will say or react a certain type of way they think is okay, or they think is what you want to hear, and that's really not what it is, and it kind of makes you uncomfortable. I like the fact that he was able to take that premise, he didn't beat you over the head with it, but he gave you enough of it for you to feel uncomfortable from our main character's perspective, and then flip it on its head at the end and give you some really trippy horror stuff and some suspenseful action. With all that said, I really do think that Get Out is worthy of a trip to the cinema. Go out, support this film. Not just because I thought it was great throughout, but because of the fact is some of you film fans out there really want original movies. You're tired of things that are being rehashed and remade from movies that came out a few years ago, or comic book properties that are just adapted and book properties that are adapted. You want new things, fresh ideas. This is that. So if you want new movies that are original, that you haven't seen before, you got to go out and support those types of films. Alright y'all, so I hope you really enjoyed this review. I hope I gave you more than enough information to be interested enough to go to the theater and check this movie out. Other than that, do me a favor while you're here. Like, subscribe, I'm out.